A judicial officer, the level that Honorable Atambo has reached, has done this obviously for a period of time. She has worked hard ever since she joined the judiciary. She has done her work well until she has reached the level of chief magistrate. It requires respect. We must know this, we must stand up, and we must recognize. For her having reached this level, it must be with some reasons of integrity. She has never been faced with any other case or any other allegation. So all of a sudden, the Corruption Commission, the EACC wakes up one morning at 6 in the morning and goes to her house. To do what? To arrest her. On what allegations? Allegations that are not defined. Look at the letter they put out for a public relations exercise. Look at the application they have. They do not mention a case, they do not mention a complainant, they do not mention which particular issue. So what do? It's a blanket kind of thing. They wake up in the morning, go to her house when she's preparing to work. Serve her with an application when they have gotten expert orders, which I believe are lawfully done. Prevent her from going to her duty. Harass her in front of the family, harass her in front of the husband, harass her in front of the kids. Do not give her a chance to even call counsel. They take her phones, they take the gadgets, because they say the warrant is supposed to take all those things that are there. So she has to devise a way to be able to get lawyers to rush there. And that is how Nyaperi and my colleague Mr. Omari managed to rush there. Imagine if she did not have that moment, if she did not have those numbers often, what would have happened? Probably today she'd be in court on matters that are not substantiated. But yet, these EACC are the people we rely on. We hope that they will be the kind of people who do a good job. This kind of scenario, how do you trust them? How do we look at them? Harass the lady, and she tells you, look here, even the money that you are saying you have found in this house is money that can be explained, and my husband is here, he can explain the money. In the affidavit, they are saying the money is unexplained. Yet somebody is telling you, this is my money. What other explanation do you need? But you want now, because of public relations and you being irrelevant nowadays, what do? You go and say, oh, money was found in relation to the investigation. Why are you damaging somebody's reputation who has worked so hard by mere allegations? That officer by the name Mulingi must know one thing. This cannot be the end. You cannot tarnish somebody's name and think that you get away with it. At the end of the day, because this matter will end, and we know it shall end positively for the Honorable Magistrate, you will have to explain. You will have to answer for it. Somebody tells you, this is my money, I am going to do some transactions, and he's able to explain, and that man tells you, this is my money. What is wrong with him having that money in the house? He has told you, this is my money. You have no warrant against him. You have no investigation orders against him. You still take his money. And you now want to remove his shine and oil yourself and stand in glory that you have done something. You have done nothing. What you have done is illegal. It is malicious. You still have to pay for it. If the people we expect and trust will do a good job, and we shall always have confidence in them, can do such a thing, I think that EACC should be disbanded, everybody given a piece of it, and they all go home. Because I tend to think the incompetence is not starting only from the top, it is also starting from the bottom. You have officers who have come from there, who have sworn affidavits, and all they say is, you look at it, there was no disclosure. It was intentional. Why? Even if you want to believe that you want to do some of these things in secrecy, at least disclose to that person. Come, even if it's an expert, after that serve. All these things affect the well-being of persons, her career, the career of the person, the husband, the children who are there. mental torture. There is anguish. There is suffering. Mr. Mulinga, think twice. We're coming for you.
Mr. Yaberi, we did a big presser yesterday, but I want to reiterate the following. One, is Atambo right now sitting at Thika Locals, presiding over her matters. So anybody alluding that she was escorted and detained at the EACC is wrong, factual. Number two, we have full instructions. We have full instructions to sue a commission called EACC for the purpose of disbandment, on the grounds that, one, they occasion a forgery before the court of law. Two, we shall be writing a complaint to the Director of Criminal Investigation to investigate, one, Nicholas Muringi and the others for uttering false documents and giving false information to a public officer, being a magistrate. This matter must be investigated thoroughly. Three, the defamation that has been put in the face of the learned magistrate, we shall be dealing with it in a manner appropriate and known by law. Fourth, we shall be taking head-on the DPP for abdicating his job as the one authorized by law to prosecute. This application was sneaked in by people masquerading as state councils in the office of the DPP. Article 147 only mandates the DPP. 157, only the DPP can bring a matter criminal to a court of law. So those officers, those people who purported to sign that miscellaneous application, pretending to be officers who have been delegated power by the Director of Public Prosecution, we are coming for you. This practice must come to an end. Kenyans are governed by the Constitution and the laws applicable. What we are seeing is EACC turning itself into an illegal entity that is above the law, that will do what they want, the way, the manner it is. Yesterday, our client was detained at a police station at EACC. She was illegally arrested, illegally detained. We shall be moving to get compensation for malicious detention of our client without any lawful authority from the court. Kwa hivyo vile nilisema, tuna instructions za kufuata wale ambao hawakufuata sheria, na tutamuuliza Director of Public Prosecution ajaribu atueleze kesi ya Jumatatu itaendelea vipi. How will the matter proceed to the exclusion of the Director of Public Prosecution?